All right, so now that we're going to be covering Isle of Skye 25 year. We just wrapped up a video covering Johnnie Walker Blue Label, which if you didn't catch that, I definitely recommend it. Probably one of my most disappointing bottles I own. Um, Probably a close second being Don Julio 1942, but we'll cover that in a later video. So we got Isle of Skye 25 year right here, and Johnnie Walker Blue Label. We'll see if you can kind of see the color difference. Be able to kind of see that in there? Cool. So Johnnie Walker used to be 25-year age stated. Isle of Skye is 25-year age stated. So there's your primary difference right there. Now, as we already mentioned in the previous video with Johnnie Walker, the age statement for a blended Scotch represents the youngest Scotch in the blend, not the oldest. Now, Johnnie Walker is pretty rough blended Scotch. Let's see how a actual 25-year age-stated Scotch now stacks up against Johnnie Walker. Sitting right at the same price, well, this is 25 years, $160. Johnnie Walker's 180 on most marketplaces. And right away, you get like a nice caramel kind of vanilla note. It's not really heavy on the smoke on the nose. Oh yeah. It's just nice, buttery smooth, full of flavor. That's a bottle I would refer to as like a bourbon drinker scotch. So if you're trying to get into scotch but you're used to bourbons, you mostly drink bourbons, that's something that I would definitely recommend to try out. Is this 25 year? You could even maybe do one of their younger bottles as well, so you don't have to spend the $160 and you might not like it. But you get your caramels, you get your vanillas, you get a little bit of smoke and a little bit of peat, but it's not nearly as much as you get with Johnnie Walker Blue Label. Johnnie Walker tastes like a campfire. This just tastes like you're sitting next to a campfire making s'mores, and maybe you put a little bit of caramel over top of your s'mores. You just get your caramels, your vanillas, a little bit of like a chocolatey kind of note. Really, really well balanced and full of flavor. And just like we did with the Johnnie Walker, going to get a few drops of water. We're going to add that in, see how it changes it. And once again, I'm so fancy. I have my glass dropper. Look at me. I'm a scientist. Just doing a few drops, not very much. Whenever you're adding water into your whiskeys, you don't want to add in like a whole entire like shot. You're just trying to add in a small amount to help open up the aroma, help open up the flavor. You're not trying to water it down. Unless of course that's what you want. Again, I'm a firm believer of just drink however you enjoy your whatever, rums, vodka, whiskey, whatever it might be. Drink it how you enjoy it. Don't listen to all these guys that say, "Oh, you have to drink whiskey over ice." No, you bought it, you paid for it. Drink it how you enjoy it. I'd only smoothed it out, brought in more of like a chocolatey kind of toasted note. Kind of got rid of the peat and brought more of the smoke out. Now we've gone away from like that kind of like salty, bitter kind of peat flavor and leaned heavier into like the campfire, it's on the side of the campfire, light kind of smoke, chocolatey kind of caramel flavor. Is really, really well balanced. And like I said, I feel like this is like a bourbon drinker's scotch. If you want to get into scotches, haven't found quite the right bottle for you yet, but you're usually a bourbon drinker, start off with some of these Isle of Skies because I feel like in their price ranges, they're probably your best bet. If you haven't caught that video of the Johnnie Walker Blue Label, I highly recommend it. We went over the disappointment, shall I say, and the painful tasting notes. If you guys end up having anything you want us to cover, maybe another bottle, maybe you want us to go over some cocktail ideas, whatever it might be, let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and have a great one.